Let's get started. So we'll start with a magic ring of 6 single crochet. So I'm making my magic ring right here, and then I'll do my 6 single crochet stitches inside the ring. Once your 6 single crochet stitches are made, you can pull on the yarn tail to close your magic ring, and then we can go ahead and make round 2. So for round 2, you'll do 1 increase in every stitch. So that means that you do 2 single crochet stitches in 1 stitch. So once you've done the first one, make sure to put your stitch marker in and lock in place, and then you can go ahead and continue round 2. So you'll go again in the same stitch to complete the first increase. So that's 2 stitches in the same, and then you keep on doing the same thing until you reach the marker. So you should have a total of 12 single crochet stitches at the end of that round. For round 3, you'll make 1 single crochet stitch in the first stitch. Make sure to put back your marker in. And then in the next stitch, you'll do an increase. So you'll make 2 single crochet stitches in the same stitch. And then you'll repeat that all the way around until you reach your marker. So you should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of that round. For round 4, you'll do 1 single crochet in each stitch. So that means that you'll still have the same stitch count at the end of that round, which is 18 stitches. So just make 1 single crochet in each stitch. For round 5, you'll repeat round 4, so you just make 1 single crochet in each stitch for a total of 18 stitches at the end of that round as well. For round 6, you'll repeat that again, so 1 single crochet in every stitch. So you have 18 stitches at the end of that round. For round 7, we'll start decreasing. So you'll do 1 single crochet in the first stitch, put your marker back in, and then you'll do 1 decrease. So I'm doing the invisible decrease. So you're using the front loops only of the next 2 stitches. Then you yarn over, you pull through both front loops only, so you have 2 loops on your hook. You yarn over and you pull through both loops. And then you do 1 single crochet in the next and 1 decrease again, still using only the front loops of the next 2 stitches. You'll repeat that a total of 6 times, so you have 12 stitches at the end of round 7. Now we're ready to put the eyes on. So we'll put them between rounds 5 and 6. So starting with magic ring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So between 5 and 6, you put the first eye on. And then it's going to be 3 stitches between both eyes. So 1, 2, 3, and you put in the 4th stitch. Just like that. And then you can secure the eyes, putting the washers in for both eyes. For round 8, you'll start with 1 single crochet in the first stitch. You can place your marker back in, and then 1 decrease in the next stitch. And you'll repeat that all the way around. So at the end, you should have 8 stitches around. Round 9 is where we're starting the tentacles. So you will be working in the front loops only. So start by making 1 slip stitch in the first stitch, only in the front loops. And then you'll chain 6 to start the first tentacle. 4, 5, and 6. And then you'll do 1 increase in every chain, starting in the second chain from the hook. So that's my first, and I'll go again in the same chain to do an increase. And then you repeat that. And you should have a total of 10 single crochet stitches in that chain. Two more, so that's 9 and 10. And then you want to go in the next front loop and make 1 slip stitch. And you will start the second tentacle by making 6 chains and increasing in every chain, starting in the second chain from the hook. Now you've done your second tentacle, so you'll slip stitch in the front loop of the next stitch right here, yarn over, pull through all loops, and then you'll start your third tentacle, and I'll meet you at the end of the seventh tentacle. Now that we've made 7 tentacles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'll make the last one, so I'll slip stitch in the next stitch right here, make 6 chains, and increasing in every chain, starting in the second chain from the hook. And now to finish round 9, you want to find the first tentacle that you made, and you want to slip stitch in it. So you insert your hook, you yarn over, and you pull through all loop. And now your 8 tentacles are done, and you've slip stitched in the first one. Now you're ready to cut the yarn. So I've left a yarn tail of about 6 inches. So you can do the same, you cut the yarn and you're gonna pull through the yarn tail. You can now stuff your octopus in that little hole that is left. So you can put as much as you can. To close the opening, you want to put your yarn tail inside of a yarn needle. And we're going to use the back loops that are left from round 9. So all these back loops that are left there, so that's 1 and that's 2. So that's what we're going to be using. So you want to bring the yarn tail closer to that opening. So you can just insert it and pull through. And now you'll be using the back loops like I said. So find the first one, pick it up, pull through, and then you'll repeat that with the second one, third one, and you should have a total of 8 back loops that you'll do that. And when you reach the end, you want to pull on the yarn tail so the opening is closed. You may have a little hole left, so what you're going to do is make few stitches just to secure that hole. So I'm just basically making few stitches over that hole just to make sure it's secured. And then you'll be ready to hide the yarn tail. So once again, it's pretty easy. I'm just weaving the yarn tail inside the head. And then going inside the same stitch and going somewhere else in the head, and then going back under. And then you can cut your yarn tail. And there you go, your baby octopus is done. So I hope you enjoy making it. If you want to do the mama octopus, you can find that on my Etsy and my Ravelry. And thank you again so much.